just returned from a 3-month journey overseas, and I thought you'd like to share some of the wonderful things that we saw. This little recording is just of Paris and the wonderful fabric districts. We went to several places. We went to the Montmartre district and the antique textile district, and this vision here is of Versailles, which was great inspiration to me. I did some drawings and we'll put them into a quilt eventually. Headed for the Montmartre, Paris, and you go by the metro. You can buy a ticket. It's called the Paris Visit Ticket, and it's available for up to a week. Negotiating the metro is rather interesting because there's lots of stairs, but everything's in English, so it's not too much of a problem. And I find it really, really interesting. I love looking at the people, and this graffiti was quite interesting on the window too. In reality, you're not supposed to film in the metro, but there's so many interesting things, fabulous posters on the wall, little nooks and crannies, and of course the inevitable steps up and down. So if you have difficulty going up and down steps, that area of Paris is a bit difficult. You get out at the Anvers station. Now this is an interesting area. At the top of this Montmartre area is a Sacré-Cœur, a wonderful church. To the left, if you went down to the left, you would come to Moulin Rouge. However, the area we wanted to find was the fabric. They have seconds of clothing and quite cheap. But if you go off into the little side roads, you find some really, really interesting shops, art shops, buttons, trims, all sorts of fascinating things. And of course there's not so many people there. Don't you love these little cars? They're just amazing. You see them in all sorts of places. You can find vintage things there and sheer fabrics, and I love this little vintage hat, and I didn't buy it, and I'm kicking myself now. Toiles, of course, beautiful toiles wherever you look. Some suitable for quilting, some not, but you could always find some. Beautiful linens, embroideries, and of course it's not all fabric, it's eye candy for those who are creative, and I had a wonderful time photographing all these fabulous things and investigating the areas. I think that there's something for everybody really, and I was just almost hyperventilating. I was so excited. Yes, I did buy some wonderful vintage pieces. Of course, you get them home and think, what am I going to do with them? But I'm sure they'll come in handy. But the trims, the buttons, you could spend several days there, and I made some good contacts with the shops for a future tour so that I can take people back to share the excitement and to share these fabulous things with them. But in all, it's very easy to get to and a wonderful find. Now, there's not many quilt shops in Paris. Le Rouvray is one that's right in the centre of Paris. However, it was August, and in August is the annual holidays, and a lot of the shops were closed, and Le Rouvray was one. So we ended up just going to the Eiffel Tower, as you have to when you're in France, and we had to wait 4 hours to get up there. But it was a wonderful experience. Being in Paris was wonderful for my creative side, and I did lots of sketches and drawings. I have lots of ideas coming from there, and I can't fit them all in this small recording, but I just leave you with visions of Paris as we float down the Seine.